Hi everyone, this video will teach you everything you need to know about simultaneous equations at the foundational level. To get the most out of this video, you should know how to solve basic equations and how to graph straight lines. Here's a link to our video on graphing straight lines. Make sure you have a go at the questions at the end and try the different techniques to put your knowledge into practice. Remember, the only way to learn maths is to do maths.
Just do it!
First, what are simultaneous equations? It's when we have equations with more than one variable and we want to find the values for all those variables that make all the equations true. We're solving multiple equations simultaneously at the same time. Since this is a beginner's video, we will only focus on simple, linear, simultaneous equations. We will solve the pair of simultaneous equations y equals 3x minus 1 and 2x plus y equals 4 using each of the three different techniques. Let's get into it. The first technique is solving by graphing. If you're at the stage in your schooling where you have access to a graphics calculator, this is the easiest technique because technology can do it for you. We will do this by hand, and we will show you this method first because this helps you understand simultaneous equations visually, which is very powerful. So let's graph each of the equations, which are both straight lines. The solution to this pair of equations is the point of intersection of our two lines at 1, 2. This should make sense because we want to find a value for x and a value for y, which is actually just a coordinate. Boom. Next, let's look at substitution. In this method, we substitute one of the equations into the other. We do this because it will end up giving us one equation with either x or y, which we can solve. It helps to label your equation, so let's do that. Sometimes you might have to do some rearranging first, but since equation 1 is already rearranged for y, we will substitute it into equation 2. Note the use of brackets in the substitution, good habit. See how we now have an equation with only x. Solving for x gives us 1. Always remember that you need to find the other variable as well, so we can now substitute x equals 1 into either of our equations at the beginning. This is where you choose the one that will give you the answer the quickest, so let's use equation 1, and we get y equals 2. Done.
Nice.
Finally, let's look at elimination. Super cool technique, probably our favorite, especially when the equations get more complex. So you know how we add, subtract, multiply, and divide numbers? We can also add, subtract, multiply, and divide equations by each other. Maths is pretty cool. This is where you can be a bit creative and flexible, because for each new question, you may need to do something different from the last one. In our case, if we subtract equation 2 from equation 1, y will be eliminated. The whole point of elimination is exactly that, to eliminate a variable. Which one you eliminate is up to you. Here, we just need to be careful when we subtract. We subtract the expressions on the left-hand side and the expressions on the right-hand side. Whenever you have an expression with more than one term, you need to use brackets. Trust us on this. Now doing the algebra and solving for x, we get x equals 1 as we expect. Now substituting this into either equation will give us y equals 2, which we already knew from before. That's elimination. Let us know in the comments which technique is your favorite. Now it's time to pause the video and have a go. We've put answers in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.